Have you heard of self-directed teams? Self-directed teams have shared accountability, autonomy to make decisions and solve problems, and are largely self-managed. This way of working can be exciting for employees, but scary for managers who must think differently about their role. Organizations enjoy increased speed and agility with self-directed teams, and employees enjoy autonomy and empowerment. Often, though, managers feel discomfort and uncertainty over the value that they offer. But this doesn't have to be the case. Instead, we can claim a new leadership identity. Let's talk about 5 potential roles that you can consider for your new leadership identity. You may not be the one assigning tasks, and you may have employees working in locations where you can't even physically see them. How do you lead, influence, and support these employees? The first role to consider is the environment enabler. This function of your new identity sets the stage for employee success by identifying what tools and resources are needed to meet objectives. But it goes even beyond that. Self-directed teams are fueled by trust. A great environment enabler has a keen eye for team dynamics that may hinder trust. They hunt down behaviors, bad communication habits, or even company policies that limit empowerment and trust for the team. Your role as environment enabler takes on these potential barriers to create the space your team needs to be self-directed. Let's consider what it looks like to be the environment enabler. First, ask yourself, what does the self-directed team need to be successful? You should consider culture and behaviors, team dynamics, and organization structure and policies. For culture, consider things like whether or not learning and a growth mindset is being prioritized, if the goals are clear for the team, and if relationships are valued and nurtured throughout the organization. For team dynamics, do team members hold each other accountable? Are they communicating well and often? And are they asking for help when they need it? And finally, for organization structure and policies, look for policies that empower teams to make informed decisions safely. And ensure that self-directed teams are not hindered by politics within the organization. If any of these things are not true, the environment enabler steps in. The next role to consider as you lead a self-directed team is the coach. The coach serves as a personal guide that unlocks the potential of an employee. They give critical feedback. They clarify the employee's unique impact on the organization's vision. And they dedicate time to helping the employee develop and accomplish goals. The coach views the employee as the whole person. And in this role, you know the strengths, weaknesses, and goals of your team member. This role requires your one-on-one time and builds trust with the employee as you prioritize their individual well-being. If the coach is all about that individual's well-being, we should ask ourselves, how can I help this team member grow? This happens very often in the one-on-one setting. You regularly prioritize time with the team member, and you discuss the individual and not tasks. We should also consider the coach a transformational leader for the team member. You're designing goals with the team member for their future, and you're providing feedback, insights, and resources so that they achieve those goals. Already, you have 2 new leadership identities that help you lead a self-directed team without limiting their autonomy. Next up, as the manager of a self-directed team, you must become an obstacle tackler. The obstacle tackler solves real-time problems when the team gets stuck. This role may require you to protect the team from distractions that would hurt their ability to meet their shared goals. You must be aware of what gets in the team's way, and you may need to build relationships with other teams or departments so that you can help remove roadblocks. The role of an obstacle tackler is not easy. It requires finesse and optimism to break through challenges. The obstacle tackler knows the team's goal and clears the way. The obstacle tackler role is so specific to your team and your team's goal. But it's important that you're asking yourself every day, how can I clear the path? By looking for those obstacles and roadblocks along the journey to your goal, you're more likely to identify ways that you can add value as a manager for the team. The environment enabler, coach, and obstacle tackler identities all contribute to the team experience. Next, your role must also include helping the team understand and commit to changes that will inevitably occur in the organization. This identity is the advocate. The advocate understands what motivates team members and understands the direction of the organization. With both perspectives, the advocate helps team members understand the vision, how it will impact or benefit them, and builds commitment within the team. As an advocate, you may be the visionary, or you may be helping the organization with direction and strategy to meet its goals. Either way, you should be asking yourself how you can build support for the future among your team members. A good advocate understands the vision and can communicate it clearly and with a compelling destination in mind. You can also connect the vision to the team's goals. And don't forget to think about the team members' experience. What benefits will they see? And what accomplishments can you celebrate with them? We have one identity remaining, the talent detective. A strong self-directed team needs a leader who can recognize the skills of its team members. Is everyone in the right role? How can we grow together? Do we need more people? Who would be a good fit to help us achieve our goals? The talent detective knows what the team needs and finds it, whether through the existing team members or by recruiting. In practice, the talent detective asks themselves, where can I find and maximize talent on the team? This is with existing team members, where you understand the strengths of each person and you make sure that each person is in the right role for their own talents and passions. You may also be recruiting new team members, and you must understand what the team needs, what would be a good fit, and effectively build trust during the onboarding process. That's it. 5 identities to make you a successful leader of a self-directed team. The environment enabler, the coach, the obstacle tackler, the advocate, and the talent detective. Use these roles to create your own identity for leadership. And never worry about your value as a manager again.